Hello friends, here we are again on another video. On this one I'm gonna share with you our trip to Greece during lockdown. It was crazy.
Yes.
It took us 3 days to get to Khania, Greece. After quarantining in Dubai for 2.5 months, not going anywhere, this feels like an adventure really. We couldn't just stay put in our building apartment any longer. So, as there were no direct flights from Dubai to Athens, we found a flight from Abu Dhabi to Zurich. It was the only flight announced from the UAE, and miraculously, there were only 2 seats available. And then we checked again, and we found the next day a flight from Zurich to Athens. We didn't hesitate to book the seats, we took them. We thought that this is like a chance that will not come again, especially that these flights are not frequent. While so many question marks were raised in our heads, I mean, what to expect? Will we be okay? Is it safe? Are there going to be any quarantine time done in Zurich? Or if there gonna be a quarantine time done in Athens? Or if there will be quarantine time done in both? Many what ifs were in our minds. We were thinking the whole time. We didn't know, but we followed our hearts, and it was such a small adventure. In this video I would like to share this adventure with you all, because I don't think a situation like this would come around again, not in our lifetime. To see all these airports quite empty really, and the duty-free closed, and the airplanes are flying with minimum capacity. It was strange and interesting to see really. It's a devastating time, but something like this, it was truly interesting. So here we are on Dubai Abu Dhabi highway, and on the way there were signs saying stay home and stay safe, and all of these signs. Surprised with the minimum information we got online regarding the procedures that the airports take when the passengers arrive to destination. We didn't know if there gonna be any quarantine time done in the airport or outside or in a hotel, or any tests are gonna be done. We looked and we didn't find any detailed information from any airport. So we just went and explored, and we found out on our own. It was all a mystery to us, and it's like jumping in a sea, not knowing what you're gonna find in there. Is it the right thing to do? Was it wrong? We didn't know. We just went for it. Here we are in Abu Dhabi airport, and quite frankly I'm so happy to find travelers with us. Definitely the airport is empty, and the travelers are really few. It's so quiet and calm everywhere, and the duty-free is closed. No shops around. Even the coffee that we got, it was from a vending machine. Here we are, boarding now. Wow, look at this. The airplane is empty. Oh my god. There is even a seat between me and my husband.
If evacuation is required, follow the cabin crew instructions. توجد ستة درجات تحت مقاعدكم في مقصورة درجة الأعمال والدرجة السياحية.
Once the aircraft is made available for cleaning, we clean all areas within the cabin, which includes side panels, seating area, lavatories, galleys, crew rest, flight deck. Product we use is both a cleaner and disinfectant. It's approved by the Department of Health and is 99.
Seriously, look at the detour that we're taking across Europe to reach our final destination. We're above Switzerland now. It's gorgeous, and all of this green color is just so beautiful, and the rivers flowing through. Gorgeous views indeed. You know, like looking outside the window after being locked indoors for such a very long time. Just looking at this view, it feels truly liberating. So refreshing for the heart. Wow. Wow, look at this. Surprisingly, Switzerland wasn't one of the countries on my wish to visit list. I'm always drawn to the Mediterranean. Switzerland felt so far away, from my wanderlust fantasy. I'm always drawn to the Mediterranean Sea and the countries around the Mediterranean, the climate, the food, everything, the cultures, everything about the Mediterranean is just something that I lust for and I miss and I love. Switzerland always felt like so far away from my fantasies, from my travel fantasies. Although I know a lot of its history and it's so impressive to me, this small country that managed to stay away from war for a very, very long time, and this small country that has basically very minimal resources. Even it's not a country that has a lot of land to do agriculture work, but they managed to somehow gain peace and a lot of wealth. The Switzerland it's a wealthy country and equally expensive also. Many beautiful exports came from Switzerland, like Lindt chocolate. Who doesn't love Lindt chocolate? I mean, it's one of the things that is in our lives, during any occasion, and definitely all the beautiful chocolates they make during Easter or Christmas. So Switzerland is always there.
Cabin crew seats for arrival.
Here we are landing now in Switzerland, the land of chocolate watches and Swiss knives. Let's see what's awaiting us in the airport. We're spending a night in the airport hotel and waiting for our flight next morning to go to Athens finally. We don't know what are the procedures in the Zurich airport, so we're keeping our fingers crossed to have the rest of our journey smooth and pleasant. We have booked the hotel online, regardless of the procedures of the airport, assuming that everything is going to be smooth and as planned. And if anything happened in the airport, like they want to take us to another hotel or they want to quarantine everybody, I don't know, we'll cancel. let's see what's going to happen, and we're looking forward to it. I would like to take this opportunity to invite you all have a look at my other videos, and also as an artist I would like to invite you to have a look at my art videos, and to follow me on Instagram at LamaKD. You can see my artworks in there, many stories that I put while working or during travel, various things that goes in the stories of my Instagram. While my posts are strictly about my art, which is between commissioned artworks and personal artworks as well.
We got our water. Oh.
Luckily, they didn't ask us for anything extra in the passport control in the airport, and there wasn't any procedures of quarantine. We proceeded to our transit hotel, and I think that's it for today. We are going to spend our time in the hotel room, because we cannot go wandering around, and it's better not to. Awaiting for tomorrow morning for our flight to Athens. The transit hotel in the airport has very small rooms, mostly without any windows. So we had to book the bigger room just to have a little bit of a window. We cannot take any closed rooms anymore, you know. A claustrophobic kind of environment is too much for us right now. So this room is quite spacious with 3 beds, and the view is just stunning. Good morning! This is day 2 of our journey to Athens from Dubai. And then after Athens, we're taking our flight back to Crete Island, with our final destination is Chania. We slept like babies last night because we were so tired. And today we're up early and looking forward for our flight, and to everything that we're gonna find out in this trip. So let's begin.
الويب سايت تبعهم حاطين اسمه ذاكر أثنز.
Des Coronavirus weisen wir Sie eindringlich darauf hin, jederzeit einen Abstand von mindestens 2 Metern zu anderen Personen einzuhalten. Besten Dank für Ihre Zusammenarbeit. This is an important safety announcement. Due to the coronavirus, you are required to keep at least 2 meters distance from others at all times. Thank you for your cooperation.
Flight to Athens, as we are unable to ensure the physical distance requirements between customers at all times during the boarding process. We ask you to wear a facial mask from now on.
This tunnel is leading us to a mysterious now again experience. We have no idea what's gonna happen in Athens airport. We either board on our next flight to Khania smoothly and easily, or we are gonna face some quarantine requirements. We have no idea. Let's find out.
Πριν εγκαταλείψετε το αεροσκάφος, τραβήξτε δύναμη την κόκκινη άκρη να σκόσετε το σωσίβιο. Αν εγκαταλείψετε το αεροσκάφος στις εξόδους που βρίσκονται στα φτερά, σκώστε το σωσίβιο μετά την έξοδό σας. Μπορείτε να σπληρώσετε αέρα, ψώντας μέσα σε αυτό το σωλήνα. Κάθε σωσίβιο έχει ατομικό φωτάκι που ανάβει μέσα στο νερό, τραβώντας αυτή την άκρη. You will find a life jacket under every seat. When instructed to do so by the crew, will rest your waist. Please refer to the illustrations of the safety instructions.
Müssen Sie an Bord Ihres heutigen Fluges mit Aegean, einem Mitglied der Star Alliance. Bitte beachten Sie die folgenden Informationen, die Ihre Sicherheit an Bord betreffen. Zu den Ausgängen. Wenn der Druck in der Kabine nachlässt,
While we're watching these beautiful views from the window again, let me tell you a little bit about our final destination, which is Crete Island and specifically Khania. Crete is the biggest island of Greece. It's located in the south of Greece, and it's located exactly in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. The nature of Crete is very versatile. It has palm trees, olive trees, a lot of olive trees, olive oil and olive industry is huge. Their food is amazing, and the people of Crete have the longest longevity. They enjoy beautiful weather most of the year. They have beautiful mountains across the whole island. All of Crete is gorgeous, and it captured our heart when we first visited Crete in 2009. Since then, we've been going frequently until finally we purchased a house in Khania, and it became our home, away from home, definitely. This house that we have in Khania is located in a secluded village. It's so peaceful and surrounded with nature. It's so quiet, and going there is so different than the hustle and bustle of the city that we live in Dubai. And the pace is totally different. Everything goes very calmly and slowly. And this is what we long for, spending some time here working and getting busy, socializing, and all of what life brings to us, kind of normality, what we call normality. Going to this totally different environment, it's time to recharge our batteries, to spend some time in nature, and to enjoy the variety of food and this colorful cuisine that the Cretans have in their beautiful and abundant island. Also, the variety of beaches that they have is so gorgeous. Being an island, it's of course surrounded with the Mediterranean Sea from all sides, and you can find all kinds of beaches that are amazing to spend your time in while contemplating and enjoying the Mediterranean Sea. During the winter, Crete is mild, kind of. There is snowfall on the mountain tops in Khania and Heraklion, and all over the mountain. The mountain is really high. It spreads across the island. The mountain stays white from the beginning of the winter until the end of spring. So it's quite a beautiful mountain to look at, going around and enjoying the scenery. Here we are landing in Athens finally. Everything in the airport when we arrived seemed normal. Of course, very few travelers are in the terminals. We proceeded to collect our luggage, and then the surprise. Yes, there was a surprise awaiting us after we collected our luggage. They took us all to get a PCR test. They had a big waiting room, fully equipped as a medical center with medical staff around, and the police men and security. They greeted us as we all entered this waiting room or this kind of clinic. They collected our passports and they gave us papers to fill and sign and to vow that we will be quarantining, if any, in our final destination for 14 days. They have done the PCR, and we didn't know after the test if we're gonna be released to go to our flights and proceed to quarantine wherever we are. But then we discovered that they took us all in a big shuttle bus to the quarantine destination, which was until the results of the test were out. They took us all to a hotel, and we waited there in that hotel, and we stayed one night. In the morning, we received our results. It was a long drive from the airport to the hotel where they took us to quarantine for one night. But mostly we enjoyed the views, yet the suspense was overwhelming. It was filled with the anticipation of the unknown. Here we reached the hotel they have assigned for the quarantine of the flights coming to Athens. It looked old, and it seemed like an abandoned hotel that they have assigned specifically for to quarantine the people coming to Athens from different countries. Surprisingly, they have given me and my husband 2 separate rooms. That was kind of strange, given that we told them that we are husband and wife and that we are together, but they insisted that each of us stay in one room.
This is the quarantine view.
During the quarantine, everything was kind of quiet and It went well, basically. They have given us also 3 meals, lunch, dinner, and the next day they gave us breakfast. We couldn't eat much. We had only a little bit of the lunch they gave us at the beginning. We couldn't stomach anything else. So
ببوس صحتين.
the food was really good and smelled amazing. The lunch that we had was really lovely. It's home cooking, exactly the way we'd expect from Greece. I can imagine this woman cooking all these meals for the people, the quarantining in the hotel. We have stayed there waiting and waiting. So this is just Car's room. احنا جيران. Kalimera, Kalimera. So we have requested our result sooner than the rest because we had a flight to Khania. The authorities were very cooperative and responsive. They had no problem with that, and they have proceeded our results as urgent. The wait for the results was nerve-wracking, to be honest. Although we know that we have quarantined ourselves well in Dubai, we didn't mingle with anyone, we didn't see anyone, and we stayed safe, and we have disinfected everything. But still waiting for these results, especially in this situation where you are not in a place where you want to be quarantined, and the what if wasn't so pleasant. So we were waiting, and with our hands on our hearts, as we say in our culture. Then finally we received the phone call we've been waiting for, and our results are negative. Okay, so the results were out, and as you'd expect, definitely it was negative. We were so happy, and we couldn't wait to get out of the hotel, into the taxi, to the airport, and finally reach Khania. We were so excited, and we couldn't wait anymore.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Do you mind if I open the window?
No, do whatever you want. No problem.
The road to Athens airport this time was different. It was filled with feelings of excitement and happiness and being released, this freedom that everybody takes for granted, you know, like when you are in a situation where you cannot move, you cannot leave, you cannot do anything, you truly start to appreciate this word that is freedom. And only then you know how priceless it is. Then we reached Athens airport. We proceeded to passport check and we checked in our luggage. On the way, we have seen from the window, from the upper floor where the passport control is, we saw the barbed wire and the buses that took us the day before to the hotel. And oh boy, you know, you can see the barbed wire and the path we went through to get to the bus. It was truly intimidating, you know, with all of the security around and all of this thing. The thing that kept us with high spirits are the people, you know, they were singing the whole time in the bus as if they're going to a trip. So that was nice. Athens airport usually is a place buzzing with people, very busy with different nationalities, shopping, eating, and so filled with life and colors and people. But this time it was different, of course, as you'd imagine. The shops were closed, the restaurants are closed, and only one deli shop is open. The duty-free at the beginning of the hand luggage scan is open, but the rest is all closed. It was quite weird to see Athens airport in this situation. So here we're in the plane and we cannot wait to reach our final destination. I think after this trip we are gonna sleep for like 2 days continuously.
Μάσκες οξυγόνου είναι τοποθετημένες σε δίκη πάνω από το καθίσμά σας και πέφτουν αυτόματα σε περίπτωση απώλειας πίεσης της καμπίνας. Για να ενεργοποιήσετε τη μάσκα, τραβήξτε την προς το μέρος σας, τοποθετήστε την στο στόμα και στη μύτη και συνεχίστε να αναπνέετε κανονικά. Στη συνέχεια φορέστε τη μάσκα στα παιδιά που ταξιδεύουν μαζί σας.
καλή διαμονή. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yandex Kalogiannis Chania Airport. Please remain seated, your seatbelts fastened, till the seatbelt signs have been turned off. Σας με τις ζώνες ασφαλείας δεμένες μέχρι να σας δοθεί οδηγία από το πλήρωμα να αποβιβαστείτε. Πρώτα θα αποβιβαστούν οι επιβάτες που κάθονται σε θέσεις διαδρόμου.
Wow, finally we're here. Of course, reaching Chania finally is such a relief. And we're so happy we've done this. We're so happy that we took the chance. We're so happy we found these 2 tickets remaining on the only flight going from Abu Dhabi to Zurich. And everything was kind of smooth, to be honest, like nothing to complain about. This is worth it. Like, look around. I mean, like, just looking at this is worth it, apart from all the beautiful things and the goodness that Chania and Crete can offer. I think we've done well. We're so happy we've done it. And now looking back, and while editing this video, looking back is truly unbelievable. We're happy we've done it. Okay, dear friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video looking back at our trip to Greece during lockdown, and I hope we don't see this kind of situation again in the world, and I hope everything will be better from now on. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, take care and stay safe.